What's up, good people? David Taub here, coming to you from nextlevelguitar.com. How you doing? Hope all is well, and hope your guitar journeys are going famously. We've been getting lots and lots of email responses to our latest emails and whatnot, and an overwhelmingly number of the good people, that's you, want simple, easy blues licks. Simple, easy, and fun blues licks. So I'm going to do a whole series where I'm just going to cover a couple of licks in each video. Again, we're playing in this C minor pentatonic and blues scale at the box position in the 8th fret, and we're just learning simple, easy riffs. And remember, like I always say, learn from the lick. Take the lick and vary it. Change the rhythm. Change the notes around a little bit. Just don't learn lick after lick after lick. I mean, then you'll have a pocket full of licks. You want to learn the licks and learn from the lick. The fourth lick I want to show you, and again, these are just easy, fast, and fun blues licks that anybody can play. You know, if you're just a beginner or even, you know, more intermediate players might like these too. And you want to incorporate these into your phrasing and into your other licks and learn from the lick. I talk about what scale it's coming from and what chords you're going to be playing it over, and put that jam track on and really go for it and have fun. And these are easy and fun. This lick is going to sound like this. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be bending a note a little bit. It's a very cool kind of... You'll hear me do that a lot if you listen to the intros of these little blues lessons. I'll be... That's a very cool little thing there that I'm doing with that bend. And what that is I'm actually playing a minor third to a major third. And that's a very common bend in the blues. And there's a reason for that. And I'll take you in on a tight shot of this when I explain this. But what I'm actually doing is I'm bending on that G string. And I'm bending just a quarter to a half a step. You have some play with that note, that minor third. In this particular instance, because we're playing in the key of C minor, and we're playing over the C minor 7th, F minor 7th, and G minor 7th chords, I'm taking that E flat note, and I'm bending it, and I'm putting a little hook on that, like, womp, womp. It doesn't sound good if you know, it's kind of like a slow blend bend. And then I'm going back to the root note, which is C at the 10th fret on the D string. So what I'm doing is I'm actually bending that E flat note up to the E note, up a half a step, or even a quarter step you could do it. And the E flat note, remember we're in the key of C, the E flat is your flat third, and we're bending that up to the major third, to the E natural. That flat third to major third bend is a great bend to do in when you're playing the blues, because that flat third is kind of an ambiguous note. Sometimes it sounds really good as the flat third, and it also sounds good as the major third, especially depending on what chord, especially if you're using 7th chords, dominant 7th chords a lot, because there's a major third in that chord, as opposed to the minor chords, which has a flat third in it. So you see, again, it all goes back to the chords. What chords are you playing over? The chords give you the roadmap. But in this particular instance, you could do that over each of any blues progressions, and it sounds good. The main thing is, with my students, a lot of times with that bend, is that bend has to have a lot of character in it. You just can't really, and feeling, otherwise it just sounds too sterile. So I like to describe it as boing, boing. It sounds kind of, I probably sound totally stupid. Wouldn't be the first time. Try it, you know, especially when you're sliding into that. And I even play it like with some faster licks, and I'll show you these up close. And I incorporated some other licks in that series. Okay, so let's go in close, and I'll show you that up tight. Okay, so we're in this C minor pentatonic and blues, 8th fret right here, and we're doing this little lick where we're doing this flat third to major third bend. Now, so what you want to do is put your first finger on the G string on that 8th fret, okay? That is that E flat note, that flat third, and there's the bend. that you want to do. Now, what helps me is I kind of twist my finger a little bit when I bend that to kind of give it, remember I said that hook, that boing, boing. There I go sounding stupid again, right? Can't help it. So what I kind of do is I'm kind of twisting, if you notice that wrist position. That helps me give it a little bit more character, I think. So after I bend that, I go back to the root, which is the C note, at the 10th fret of the D string, to the 8th fret of the D string, back to the 10th fret of the D string. So you, and then you do that bend again. So you're just kind of going back and forth. So that's a great note, even if you just bend it and kind of... I'm just playing off those 1, 2, 3 notes and the bend. Actually, it's 2 notes. It's the same. I'm just playing off the 8th and 10th frets on the D string and that flat 3rd to major 3rd bend on the G string. And then you could even play it slower and then kind of palm mute. Lay your palm right down on the strings here in the bridge when you want to get quiet. Remember, a lot about the blues, too, is dynamics. I just went right down the blues scale. And then vary the lick a little bit. Like instead of maybe starting with the bend, start with on the D string with your first finger on that 8th fret. Or maybe start the lick on the C note on that D string, 3rd finger on the 10th fret. So you see all the little rhythmic variations you could do with just basically 3 notes, just a little 3-note pattern. Now I'm bending it twice. First time I'm not bending it, then I'm bending it. I like that. I'm just making this stuff up. It's just, variations of the same lick, but it creates interest every time you vary a little bit. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking that first finger on that 8th fret on the G string, and I'm just playing that note, that 8th fret, that E flat. Then I'm doing the half-step bend. And then 10th fret on the D, 8th fret on the D, 10th fret on the D. Now how about if we do it... Now I'm doing the bend twice, and then I'm just doing it once. So I'm going from 2 to 1 to 2 to 1. Cool little lick. What we're going to be doing for this whole series is we're going to be playing over the jam track that's in C minor. If you don't have that jam track, we have it here on YouTube. And I'll put a link for it in a text box right here in the YouTube text box, and I'll also try to get it on the screen here. So download that YouTube video that we have that has that jam track. There's a little lesson before that'll give you ideas of what to play, and then the actual 3.5 minutes of the track, okay? And then also, because the jam tracks are such an essential part of the guitar player's, tools for practicing and working on your improvisational skills, if you want 2 more jam tracks, go to this link right here. And what that link is, it's going to send you to a page where you just sign up on our email list, and then we'll send you, after you opt in, we'll send you the 2 free jam tracks, totally free, and these are exclusive. They're not on YouTube. And all you do is it puts you on our email list, which you should be on anyway, because we send out lots of exclusive videos and things like this, like jam tracks, which are not on YouTube, which only our email subscribers get. We also send out articles and newsletters and all kinds of things that might help you along in your guitar journey. So please consider that. Watch this series, and you're going to be getting lots and lots of little blues tricks and licks. Well, I hope you like all these easy, fast, and fun blues licks that we're doing in this series. There's 6 of them in this series, so check them all out. And then make sure you download the jam tracks, and I'll put those links in the text boxes right here. Rock on and put that guitar in your hands every day and rip it up. Take care.